Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is Tassif, and I am here with a new live stream. To all those who tuned in already, everyone who's watching right now, thank you so very much for being here. Your participation in the live chat is extremely important. This channel is about the truth, and we encourage dialogue. We encourage sharing of information and viewpoints and opinions. So please participate in the live chat, okay? And in order to participate in the live chat, you must be a subscriber. All you have to do is subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, wait for 5 minutes, and then you can jump in and be a part of the conversation. But anyone can watch, subscriber, not subscriber, anyone can watch. But in order to participate in the live chat, you have to be a subscriber. So my friends, those who are watching, those who have been supporting this channel, thank you so very much. And those who are new, please join this community. Be a part of this growing community of freedom-loving people. Let's see who's here. Ken is here. Hello, Ken. Frank is here. Hello, Frank. Edwin is here. Hello, Edwin. Rachel from Waukesha is here. Hello, Rachel. My friend Terry Dunlap is here from South Dakota. Hi, Terry. AC Cruz is here. Hello, AC. Kathy is here. Hi, Kathy. Thank you all for being here, my friends. And if you have seen the title of the live stream, then you know what I'm going to be talking about. You know what I'm going to be talking about. You know, it was a nice Sunday, and I was thinking, you know, I was thinking earlier today that, hey, I'm gonna do a live stream at night. There are so many things I could talk about. And, you know, I was wondering, okay, maybe some of my friends are watching the NFL games. So should I wait until the games are over to start the live stream, or should I skip doing a live stream or actually do one? No, I don't like skipping live streams, okay? I want to do live streams every day. And so I was thinking, well, Sunday, people are watching the games. I don't know how many people are going to be tuning in for the live stream, but I'm going to do one. There are so many things we can talk about. But little did I know that there would be this breaking news. And I said, that's it. This is what I'm going to be talking about. Okay? Suzanne is here. Hi, Suzanne. Good to see you, Suzanne. Thank you for supporting this channel. And Suzanne, please stay. You always support this channel and you always stay here, I know. Suzanne, today, we want to hear from you because I'm going to be talking about Canadian politics. And I know, Suzanne, you are from Canada. I want to hear your thoughts, okay? So let's start the discussion here. My friends, there's breaking news tonight. Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, might resign. This is according to news reports. You go on social media right now. This is what people are talking about. You go on social media, and I've got a couple different screens open here, a couple different windows on my computer screen open. And I'm looking at all the discussion that is taking place right now about this report. Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, might resign. That is right. And you can see on the internet right now, this is breaking news reaching people far and wide. Pretty unbelievable, huh? Or do you think this was supposed to happen? Suzanne, what do you think? Suzanne, are you happy? Okay, all right. Suzanne wants to see Trudeau resign. And I'm mentioning Suzanne because Suzanne is our friend from Canada. Suzanne is in Halifax. Beautiful place. And so Suzanne is saying supposed to happen. All right. Okay. So this was kind of, the way things were taking place over the last maybe months or years. You think it was leading up to this point, right? That he would have to resign at some point. Okay. My friends, Suzanne is saying, Suzanne is talking about Trudeau's job performance. I can see that. I can see your comments, Suzanne. And Terry, my friend Terry Dunlap from South Dakota is saying Trudeau has a 30% approval. That's a pretty low approval rating. So the question right now is, if Trudeau is really going to resign, what is the timeline that we are talking about? Okay, so breaking news, Trudeau is going to resign, but what is the timeline we're talking about? How soon is he going to resign? Now, reportedly, Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, may resign as early as Monday. As early as Monday. So I think in just a few minutes, it's going to be Monday in Canada, right? In just a few minutes, it's going to be Monday in Canada, at least on the eastern part of Canada. It's going to be Monday in just, 6 minutes, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that correct? Suzanne, what time is it where you are? Is it going to be Monday in just a few minutes? Are you going to cross midnight? Suzanne is saying 11:54 p.m. So Canada, okay? I mean, Canada is a massive country. We're not talking about the western part of Canada. We're talking about the eastern part. So Canada, our friends in the eastern part of Canada is going to be entering Monday in just 6 minutes. Okay? So reportedly Trudeau might resign as early as Monday, and Monday is soon going to begin in Canada. And there's one more piece of information that I want to share with you for those who did not see this already. There's a National Caucus meeting on Wednesday. A National Caucus meeting on Wednesday, and it is being reported that Justin Trudeau might resign before the National Caucus meeting. So anytime between 5 minutes from now and Wednesday, Trudeau might resign. So as soon as Monday begins, in just a few minutes, so anytime from Monday to Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this 72-hour window is going to be extremely important. Okay? So the next 72 hours will be extremely important, so please pay attention, because anytime between Monday and Wednesday, Justin Trudeau might resign. This is according to news reports. So if you don't believe me, if you're like Toss, if you're making this story up, no, it is being widely reported. All you have to do is go and look at whatever news outlet you trust, okay? Whatever news outlet you trust, go and look for the information yourself on the internet, and you will see that there are reports that Justin Trudeau, he may resign as early as Monday, and then also maybe sometime before the National Caucus meeting, which is supposed to take place on Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, very crucial. Very crucial. The next 72 hours, my friends, you got to pay attention. This is very, very important news. Obviously, it's important news for the Canadians, whether you are a Trudeau supporter or whether you do not support Trudeau, whatever your personal feelings are about Trudeau and his job performance, whether you are a strong Trudeau supporter or whether you oppose Trudeau, whatever your political views are, it is an important news. It is an important news because Trudeau's resignation will have impact on Canada. Now, whether the impacts will be positive, negative, whatever, that's going to be open to discussion, right? But Trudeau's resignation, such a major political development, if this happens, it's going to have impact on Canada, and also there will be ripple effect across the world, and it will also impact the U.S. Canada relationship, right? The U.S. Canada relationship. Now, I'm going to go into that. I'm conducting a poll. As you can see, I'm conducting a poll right now. The question is, reportedly, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau might resign. Would you like to see PM Trudeau? Would you like PM Trudeau to resign? Okay, the choices are yes and no. And it seems overwhelmingly people are saying yes. People are overwhelmingly saying yes. 33 votes so far. And 82% voted yes. Okay? So the message I get from the poll results so far, obviously the poll is going to remain open, so you can keep voting if you have not voted. But it seems like overwhelmingly people want Trudeau to resign. Okay? So if you want Trudeau to resign, obviously vote and share your thoughts. You can vote in the poll. You can also share your thoughts in the live chat. Okay, let's do this visually, because whoever's voting in the poll, I don't get to see your names. I don't get to see who's voting which way. So let's do a parallel poll, and this is just going to be visually. I want to see what people are saying. If you want Trudeau to resign, write resign Justin or resign Trudeau. If you support Trudeau, just write support Justin or support Trudeau, however you want to put it. Write resign or support. Amanda is saying resign. Freshly, good evening. Good to see you here. Rachel is saying go now. NC is saying resign Justin. Catherine is saying support. Okay, so we have a Trudeau supporter here. Okay, Catherine. Kathy Robbins is saying resign. Frank is saying please resign Justin. Gina is saying resign Justin. Ken is saying resign Trudeau. Edwin is saying resign. Okay, so most people, almost everyone is saying resign. I just saw one person say support. Catherine, since most people are saying resign Trudeau, but you're saying support, can you share your thoughts? I'm genuinely curious, and this is for discussion. This is for discussion. We welcome people from different backgrounds, different professions, different places around the world, different viewpoints. Just share your thoughts, okay? If you support Trudeau, because I see one person says support Trudeau, okay? Just one. So I'm just curious, Catherine, could you explain what you think, what you like about Trudeau. Okay. Catherine is saying, I thought he had been a good ruler for his people. They all seem to like him. Okay. So Catherine is saying that Trudeau has been a good ruler for his people. Now, Catherine, let me just make a point here. The word ruler is very problematic. You know, you said he had been a good ruler. I don't think he's a ruler. When we think about a ruler, we usually think about a monarch or a dictator. Okay? I mean, you can call him a leader, you know, leader of his political party, leader in government, but ruler is not really the right word. Okay, I just want to share my thought on that. Okay, because he's the prime minister. An elected official is not a ruler. Okay, Catherine is saying, sorry, prime minister. Okay, no, I understand. Sometimes, you know, when we're writing sentences, we may pick a word and later we realize maybe that's not the right word. So I get that. Okay, I just want to I just want to hear your thoughts. Misty is here. Hi, Misty. Good to see you. Bob is here. Hello, Bob. Ancy is here. Hi, Ancy. So Catherine is asking, why do people want him to resign? Well, you know, so this is an open forum. So just like I asked Catherine, share your thoughts, why you support Trudeau. Others who want Trudeau to resign, they are also welcome to share their thoughts. And I see overwhelmingly people want Justin Trudeau to resign. So that's my observation. See, I'm not picking a side here. I want to make sure that this is an open forum where people can share their thoughts. I am going to talk about a few things, obviously, because I'm going to be discussing the U.S. Canada relationship. But I'm not picking a side on this issue, largely because I am not involved in Canadian politics. I'm an American. I'm involved in American politics. Okay? I'm an American. So that's why I'm not picking a side on resign versus support. But I want to make sure that people have an opportunity to share their thoughts so that we can see where people stand and why. If you support Trudeau, why? If you oppose Trudeau, why? Okay? So feel free to share your thoughts and continue the conversation, okay? But I can tell you that overwhelmingly, the poll that I'm conducting, overwhelmingly, more than 80% of the people have said so far that they would like to see Justin Trudeau resign. When I'm running polls here, trust me, my friends, I see a lot of like 55-45. I see a lot of 60-40, maybe like 70-30. But this is like overwhelming. This is overwhelming. I mean, you look at the poll here. The question is, reportedly, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau might resign. Would you like Prime Minister Trudeau to resign? More than 80% of the people have said yes. That means they want Justin Trudeau to resign. And that number is staying over 80%. The poll is open, so people are voting both ways, but that number is consistently staying at or over 80%, which tells you how overwhelmingly, I mean, it's not a 50-50, 51-49, 55-45 or 60-40 issue. This is like overwhelmingly people are saying Justin Trudeau should resign, okay? Okay, now I see it's 79%, but still it's like you can approximate it to 80%. So around 80% or more than 80% of the, now it just went up to 80%. So consistently, 80% or more people in this poll that I'm conducting, the people are saying that they want Justin Trudeau to resign. Once again, I want to hear your thoughts, okay? I want this to be an open forum. And then I'll talk about the U.S. Canada relationship, which is what which is what is my focus, right? I'm an American. I'm an American involved deeply in American politics, and Canada is our neighbor. So whatever happens in Canada will impact the U.S. Canada relationship, and that's what I'm going to talk about from the American standpoint, okay? And I want to hear your thoughts on this possibility of Justin Trudeau's resignation. So let's see. Crockett is here. Hi, Crockett. Good to see you. Gina is here. I talk a lot, so I gotta take a quick break to stay hydrated, folks. By the way, my friends, if you are watching this and you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe and participate in the live chat. Let's see some of the comments. I'm going to pause here, read some of the comments here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Suzanne is saying he pays for illegal immigrants to house, food, clothes. Okay, okay. All right. Suzanne is saying he won't help citizens, only refugees. Okay, okay. Suzanne is also saying he has mismanaged the country with woke ideologies. Okay. And so Suzanne clearly supports Trudeau's resignation. So Suzanne is saying resign Trudeau. Okay. Suzanne is from Canada. So, I obviously want to hear Suzanne's thoughts. Okay. And let's see. All right. Edwin is saying Mr. Trudeau does not want to deal with President-elect Trump. Okay. 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 Gina is saying he's too lax on the border. Immigrants pour through Canada-New York border. That is true. That is true. And that is something I am going to be talking about. That is something I am going to be talking about because there are issues at America's northern border. Okay. Okay, Crockett, Shannon from South Carolina, right? Shannon is saying we love Canada, just not Trudeau. Okay, all right. Misty is here. Misty, what are your thoughts? Okay, Misty is saying if this many people are unhappy with him, then I think should resign. So Misty is also saying if so many people are not happy with him, if so many people are unhappy with Trudeau, then he should resign. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, still, my friends, 86 people have voted so far, and overwhelmingly, more than 80% people are saying, yes, Trudeau should resign. I'm just stating the facts. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing on my end. I'm conducting a poll, and most people, overwhelmingly, I shouldn't say most. I mean, if it's 51% people, then that's like most, right? Because it's majority. Majority, not most, majority. But it's not just majority. It's like overwhelmingly people are saying Trudeau should resign, 82%. We could say most people are saying Trudeau should resign. Okay, all right. Gianna is here. Hi, Gianna. Good to see you. Gianna from New York. Gianna, thanks for being here. All right. I'm going to read your comments here. By the way, my friends, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button right there. Hit the like button. And we are going to continue the conversation. Ken is saying subscribe to join the chat. Absolutely. If you want to be a part of the conversation, you got to subscribe, because then you can join and participate in the live chat. Okay. So, my friends, the next 72 hours, as I was saying, is going to be extremely, extremely important. So pay attention to whatever developments are taking place, okay? Canadian politics, okay? Those who are paying attention to Canadian politics, please just watch the developments very closely, okay? And I'm going to be doing the same here, because I want to know how the U.S. Canada relationship will be impacted as a result of this resignation. Okay. So, and I think, what is Trudeau's approval rating? Terry, are you still here? My friend Terry Dunlap? You said 30%, right? Did you say 30% Trudeau's approval rating? Or is it under 30%? Okay. Viewer Terry Bryan is here. Hi, Terry Bryan. Terry Bryan is saying, oh, Terry. Okay, Terry, 30%. Thank you, Terry. That's what I thought I saw. Okay. Terry Dunlap, my friend from South Dakota, is saying 30%. So if a prime minister has a 30% approval rating, that is very, very low. Very, very low. Melissa, good to see you. Melissa is here. So my friends, there are lots of questions at this point. Lots of questions. People want to know what the exact process of resignation might look like. I mean, I don't know if everyone's thinking about that, but I am. So I'll tell you what I'm thinking. If the reports are true, and if Justin Trudeau is really going to be submitting a resignation, if he's really going to be stepping down, then I wonder what the exact process of resignation might look like. Now, okay, here are some options that I thought about. Okay, and you can let me know which one you think will happen. Amanda is here. Hi, Amanda. Is Justin Trudeau just going to write a letter and resign? Is he just going to write a letter and then make it public, right? Put it on social media, put it in the official records, publish it in the paper. Is he going to do that by writing a letter? Okay, just a letter, 1 page, sign it, and resign. Is that going to be the approach? Or is Justin Trudeau going to address the nation and do a speech and announce his resignation in that speech? Now, is he going to write a letter and resign, or is he going to do a speech and address to the nation of some sort, in English and in French, and announce his resignation that way? Now, if he's going to do a speech, is that going to be a live speech, a live address to the nation, or is it going to be a taped speech? Is he going to sit in a room, do a taped speech, and then maybe an hour later, 2 hours later, or whenever that speech gets broadcasted? Or is it going to be a live address to the nation where, they maybe announce that, hey, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is going to do a special address to the nation at, 8 p.m. or whatever, and, tune in for that. And then people turn on their TV and they're waiting for the live speech where Trudeau, announces his resignation. So is it going to be a live speech? Is it going to be a taped speech. Now, if it is going to be a speech, is it going to be just a solo speech where whether it's live or whether it's taped, but he just, sits in front of, he stands at a podium or sits at his desk in his prime minister's office and addresses the nation? Or is he actually going to appear in front of reporters, do a press conference, and resign that way? Like, organize a press conference, okay, do your remarks, announce the resignation, state the reasons for the resignation, and then answer questions, open it up to questions. Is he going to do a press conference? That's my, there are so many different formats, and it doesn't have to be one or the other. It could be like a letter as well as a live speech, right? Or a letter and a taped speech, or a letter and then a press conference. I don't know, but I want to hear from you. These are all the questions that are coming to my mind. Like, is he going to write a letter? Is he going to address the nation? Is he going to do a speech? Is it going to be a live speech or a taped speech? Is he going to be the person alone in the room, along with maybe like the cameraman or something, his staff? Or is he going to open it up to the press and answer questions from the media? And I bet there's going to be international media, right? There's going to be media, I think, from all over the world. That's my guess. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to read some of your comments here. I'm reading Terry Bryan's comments. I see Derek's comments. Okay. So Gianna is saying on X. So Gianna, you think he's just gonna publish a post on X and then walk away? Is that what you're saying? Or let me go back and read all the comments and maybe I'll understand, because I lost track of the conversation here. Yeah, Rachel is saying you can't just walk away. No, you can't just walk away. There's going to have to be a formal process. If you are an elected leader running a country, there's going to have to be an official proceeding, right? There's going to have to be some kind of a transition. And that's another question. What is the transition going to look like? Somebody has to step in and take over power. You can't have a prime minister, like a country without a prime minister. Somebody's going to have to be the prime minister as soon as the current prime minister resigns, if he decides to do so. Let's see. Suzanne is saying taped maybe, so you think it's going to be a taped speech. Okay. Let me see. Okay, Gianna is saying he will resign via X. So Gianna thinks that Justin Trudeau will publish a post on X. Okay. Now, Gianna, is that going to be like a few sentences on X, or is he going to like write his official resignation letter and then post a picture, an image of that letter on X? What do you think? Okay. All right, my friends. Let's wait and see what happens. As I have been saying, the next 72 hours will be extremely important. Now, a little bit about Justin Trudeau. I was curious, and I know about him. I know his background, but today I decided to all right, I'm gonna do a refresher. I'm gonna sit and read his bio. Okay, read his bio. Born in 1971, so fairly young, born in 1971, not too old. Canada's 23rd Prime Minister. He's from the Liberal Party of Canada. Graduated from McGill University with Bachelor of Arts, and then went on to complete the University of British Columbia's education program. He was a teacher also, and he was sworn in as Canada's Prime Minister in 2015. 2015. His father, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, also served as the Prime Minister of Canada in the past. And so Trudeau, Justin Trudeau, he was sworn in 2015, November 2015. So he has been in power for quite a long time. Quite a long time. I mean, if he was sworn in as, sorry, did I say president? Prime Minister. I don't know if I said president. Prime Minister. Okay. He was sworn in as Prime Minister in November 2015. So that's like, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 just ended. So it's like more than 9 years. More than 9 years. More than 9 years in power as the Prime Minister. I mean, a U.S. president can serve only 8 years, right? A U.S. president can serve only 8 years. Each term is a 4-year term. So you serve for 4 years as a president, and then you run for re-election, you get re-elected, you serve another 4 years. Or in the case of Trump, we saw he served for 4 years, and then he was not in office for 4 years, and now he's going to be coming back to office for his second 4-year term. So once Trump completes his second term, it's going to be 4 + 4, 8 years in office. So Trudeau served for more than 9 years. So, I'm not talking about how long a prime minister's term is in Canada versus a president's term in America, a prime minister's term in some other country, in some other part of the world. Terms vary. I mean, even in the United States, you see a House member, that's a 2-year term, and they are up for re-election every 2 years. In the Senate, U.S. Senate, it is 6 years. President, 4 years. In the House, no term limits. In the Senate, no term limits. But at the presidential level, you've got term limits, 2 terms, right? So, terms can vary, but I mean, you just look at the total number of years, and you look at the highest elected office in a country, the highest elected office in the United States, you can serve for 8 years total as a president. In Canada, Trudeau already served for 9+ years, right? So that's a long time. So now the thing is, he might resign any day. He might resign any day, according to reports. It might happen on Monday, and it's officially Monday in Canada, right, Suzanne? Okay, you are in Halifax, so in Halifax, it's already Monday. Am I correct? Okay. So Trudeau might resign on Monday. He might resign on Tuesday, on Wednesday. The next 72 hours, just pay attention. Okay? Pay attention to the news updates. The next 72 hours. Now, I'm still conducting the poll. Okay? I'm still conducting the poll. So please vote if you have not done so already. I'm conducting the poll to understand what people's thoughts are about the possibility of this resignation. I think that the news reports are true. I think that this resignation is very likely to take place. I mean, the way that this news has reached people all over North America and, by now all over the world, I don't think this report is false. I don't think this report is wrong or misleading. I think whatever is being reported in the media that Justin Trudeau will resign, I think it's going to happen. I think it is going to happen. I'm just wondering what the format will be. A speech, a letter, a post on X, as Gianna said, or a combination of these options. So my friends in Canada, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear everyone's thoughts, wherever you are in this world, okay? Whatever country you are in, I want to hear your thoughts. But particularly my friends in Canada who are watching this, because you live in Canada, my Canadian friends, because you're Canadians, because the politics of Canada affects your everyday life, I want to hear your thoughts, okay? With emphasis, I want to hear your thoughts. My Canadian friends, what are you thinking? So share with me that, okay? Now, if this resignation does take place, which I think it will, I want to know exactly what prompted Justin Trudeau to make this decision. Now, considering, okay, now as we move forward in this part of the conversation, let's assume that he in fact does resign on Monday, Tuesday, whenever. Once he resigns, my question would be, okay, I want to know exactly what prompted Prime Minister Trudeau to resign. Did he lose support from his party members? Was he under some kind of pressure, political pressure? Is it because of his approval ratings? Okay? Or is he just sick and tired of being in politics and it's just too much? He just wants to walk away and do something else. I don't know. Is it a political decision? Is it a personal decision? I really want to know. I mean, people are going to be making lots of assumptions. And it doesn't have to be one reason. It could be a combination of multiple reasons. Maybe, he's just tired of, after all these years in politics, after serving as prime minister for more than 9 years, he's like, you know what, enough of this. I don't want to deal with this. Too much pressure. And I just want to relax, do something else, take time off. Or is it that there's pressure building from within the party? Maybe his allies, his friends are saying, Justin, Mr. Prime Minister, now is the time for you to resign because of, X, Y, Z, whatever reason, okay? Or is it that, he's just frustrated by his falling approval number, falling approval rating? Terry mentioned, my friend Terry Dunlap mentioned, 30%? I mean, that's low. That's low. So if the approval rating is that low, maybe he just feels like, he tried his best and he can do better than this. I mean, from his standpoint, obviously, many Canadians think that he did a very poor job. But, I think he is, obviously, if you go deep in Justin Trudeau's mind, maybe he is thinking, hey, I tried my best. The people are not happy. My approval rating's going down, so I might as well just walk away. Is that what she's thinking? Is that what he's thinking? Maybe he thought that he can make people happy and it just isn't working out. His approval rating went down, right? Jay King is saying he never did his best. He just used Canadians as his piggy bank. Okay. No, I'm not saying he tried his best. I'm saying maybe Trudeau thinks that he tried his best, right? I'm not saying he tried his best, okay? I'm saying maybe, I'm trying to go in his mind and try to understand his rationale. I'm trying to understand what prompted him to resign, if he at all resigns. So I'm just saying, if you go into Trudeau's mind, maybe he's thinking, oh, I tried my best and people aren't happy. My approval rating just went down. It's down to like 30%. Before it goes down to like 15%, I better walk away. Maybe that's what he's thinking, right? Corina is here. Hi, Corina. So, there are lots of questions, lots and lots of questions, and I just don't have the answers. Okay, so I'm very curious. That's why I want to hear from you. Now, the big question now is the big question now is, how is this resignation going to impact the U.S. Canada relationship? That's the big question. Now, before we jump into that question, before we go into that discussion, I want to see how many of our friends here are from USA versus Canada. Okay, so let's do this. If you are from USA, or whatever country you are from, okay, you're from New Zealand, Australia, England, Brazil, South Africa, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, wherever you're from, Germany, Spain, write what country you are from. And if you are from Canada, please write Canada, because I want to see how many Canadians are watching this and participating in the live chat. So I'll write, I'm from USA, I'm here in USA. Alec is from USA, Crockett, USA, Melissa, USA, J. King is from Canada. Okay, so we have J. King, Canadian. I know Suzanne is from Canada, so we have J. King, and we have Suzanne from Canada. Who else is from Canada? Rachel is saying from England, but I live in USA. Okay. Gina is USA. Suzanne is Halifax, Nova Scotia. Canada born, lived in Clearwater, Florida when was little. Yes, thank you, Suzanne. So we have J. King from Canada. We have Suzanne from Canada. Okay, that's it. Okay, there may be others who are probably perhaps watching from Canada, but maybe not participating in the live chat. Okay, that's fine. It's up to you whether you want to participate in the live chat or not. AC Cruz is from USA. AC Cruz is from Arizona. We love Arizona. Misty writes American. Misty is from Pennsylvania. Linda is USA. Muhammad is from Canada. Okay, so we have Muhammad Ramadan from Canada. We have Suzanne Bruce from Canada. We have J. King from Canada. So 3 friends, 3 viewers from Canada. Okay, and anyone who's commenting, you subscribed, obviously, which is why you're commenting. So thank you for subscribing. All right, okay, so now let's go into the discussion of how is this resignation going to impact the U.S.-Canada relationship. Now, I have some things to share. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. Okay, my friends. I have always said, no matter who is in power in government in these 2 countries, and I'm talking about the US and Canada, no matter who is in power in government in these 2 countries, The people, the general people of Canada and the general people of the United States, we will always be allies. Do you agree with me? The party in power can vary. Okay? You can have a Democrat president, you can have a Republican president, a Democrat administration or Republican administration. In Canada, you can have the liberals in power, you can have the conservatives in power. But I'm not talking about government. I'm not talking about US government. I'm not talking about Canadian government. I am talking about the people, the general people of Canada and the general people of the United States. We are strong allies. Do you agree with that? Do you agree that we are allies, the Canadian people and the American people? If you agree with that, write allies or write yes allies, however you want to express it. Terry Bryan is saying yes. Suzanne is agreeing. Crockett is saying absolutely. Suzanne is saying allies. J. King is saying Canadians and Americans are one people. Thank you. Muhammad is saying allies. Okay. Ken is saying agree. Okay. Yes. So Alec is saying yes. So I think there is general agreement. Gina is saying yes. I think there is strong general agreement. Terry Bryan is saying yes. I think there is strong general agreement that the American people and the Canadian people, we are allies. We are allies. I believe that very, very strongly. And anyone who has been watching my live streams, I have been doing live streams since January of 2024. So, it's almost a year that I've been doing live streams. And every time I talked about US allies, I always mention Canada. Always mention Canada. Okay? Because Canada is our next door neighbor. Okay? So Canada, number one. I mention four names. And, if you have heard me say this before, just let me know. Toss if you've said this. We've heard you. I always say US allies, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand. I'm not saying that these are all our allies, but these are what I consider our strongest allies. Okay? These are the countries I consider our strongest allies. Now, different people may come up with different lists, okay? It's, you ask, even like, you go and talk to members of Congress, okay? You pick any member of Congress and you ask, okay, what do you think our top 5 allies or top 4 allies? They'll give you a list. You ask a different member of Congress, they're going to give a different list, right? So opinions may vary, and I'm just sharing my opinion. I always say Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, strong US allies, okay? And Canada is always going to be special because Canada is next door. We share a massive border with Canada. Okay, so we are allies. The Canadian people, keeping the governments aside, Canadian people, the American people, we are strong allies. This is a very special relationship, and we will always be allies. Now, at the government level, we have to work to improve the US-Canadian relationship at the government level. Now we're talking about government. Now we're not talking about the general public. We're talking about those in political power in Canada and those in political power in the US, the government, they have to work to improve the U.S. Canada relationship. Our relationship must be a win-win relationship. Okay? Our relationship must be a win-win relationship, and it can be a win-win relationship. It is very, very much possible. We do so much of trade. We do a lot of trade. There's tourism going both ways. Canadians visiting US, Americans visiting Canada. There's tourism, there's trade, and we have common, when you look at like homeland security issues, there are similar interests. Okay? A lot of our interests are similar. So our relationship, the US-Canada relationship at the government level, can be a win-win relationship. And at this time, there are issues in that relationship, and in particular, the border issue. There are problems right now. When you look at the US-Canada relationship, there are some real issues, and primarily the border issue. Do you agree with me? We share our northern border with Canada, and our President-elect Trump has made it very clear that he will impose tariffs on Canada. Why? Because Trump's priority, by the way, I'm a Trump supporter, so anyone who's new here, okay, if you're wondering, okay, we're hearing this guy talk about politics, he talked about Canada, what are his views on US politics? Well, I am a strong Trump supporter. Okay, MAGA, Make America Great Again. Okay? I'm a strong Trump supporter. I always have been. I voted for Trump in 2016. I voted for Trump in 2020. And I proudly voted for Trump in 2024. And I'm so glad that he's the president-elect. Donald Trump, he made it very clear that he will impose tariffs on Canada. Why? Why did he talk about a 25% tariff on all products coming into the United States from Canada and Mexico? Why? Donald Trump said, this tariff will remain in effect until such time as drugs, in particular fentanyl, and illegal aliens stop this invasion of our country. So what Trump really wants to do is, yes, he is telling Canada, hey, we're going to impose tariffs on you. But really, this, if you dig deeper and if you really analyze this, Trump, by saying that, hey, Canada, we're going to impose tariffs on you, by saying that, Donald Trump is actually trying to improve the US-Canada relationship. Donald Trump is trying to improve the US-Canada relationship because right now what's happening, people from dozens and dozens of countries around the world, they are going into Canada and they are crossing the US-Canada border to enter the US. And if this continues, then our relationship with Canada will go in the wrong direction. We have great relationship with Canada in general, but this border issue is actually hurting this relationship. If people from all over the world keep entering Canada and they use the northern border, so the US northern border, Canadian southern border, obviously, if people from all over the world, they enter Canada and then they cross the border from Canada to come into the United States illegally. Illegally. I'm not talking about legal movement of people, okay? Legally, people are moving back and forth a lot, right? Americans go to Canada for business, for pleasure. Canadians come to America for business, for pleasure. They come here for tourism. They come here for work, different things. Legally, that is all fine. But there are people from all over the world They're going into Canada, and then from Canada, they're coming into the United States illegally in violation of our immigration laws. And that is a problem. And if this problem is not addressed, it's actually a crisis. It's not a problem. It's bigger than a problem. It's a crisis. If this crisis becomes larger, intensifies, then it is really going to have an adverse effect on the U.S. Canada relationship. So what Trump is trying to do is, yes, he's telling Canada, hey, Canada, we're going to impose tariffs on you, okay? But he is saying that, he's doing that to improve this relationship. Because if he takes no action, if Trump doesn't do anything about it, okay? Let's say Trump doesn't do anything about the northern border. He's just like, whatever's going on, let it happen. As more and more foreign nationals from all over the world enter Canada and they cross illegally into the United States, if this trend continues, if this problem goes on and on and on, if the number of those illegal crossings, if that number keeps climbing, at some point it's going to reach such a, this problem, this crisis is going to intensify and reach such a level that the relationship between these two neighboring countries will go downhill, okay? The relationship will take a wrong turn. It'll go in the wrong direction. Our strong alliance will become weak. So Donald Trump is really trying to improve the U.S.-Canada relationship. Yes, it seems that Trump is saying, Canada, we're going to impose tariffs on you, 25% on all goods coming into the United States from Canada. Now, if you just read his words without understanding the context, without understanding the background, then it might seem, oh, Trump is being not so friendly with Canada. The tariffs are going to hurt Canada. That's bad. Why is he doing it? No, Trump wants the U.S.-Canada relationship to be strong. And that's why he has to take the bold step of sending a clear message to Canada. Hey, Canada. And the message is not to the Canadian people. The message is to the Canadian government. Hey, you better work with us to improve border security. Because if illegal immigrants keep pouring in through the Canadian border and into the United States, and if there are issues with drugs or whatever, if that hurts the U.S. population, and if Canada doesn't take action on their end to prevent this, then we're going to take action. We're going to impose 25% tariff to compel Canada to take action and to improve border security. Does that make sense, my friends? I know you all have been commenting. For the last several minutes, I really didn't get to read the comments. But do you agree with me what I just said? Does it make sense to you? You can say, Tassif, whatever you're saying, I don't agree. That's fine. You can share your thoughts. Just say, Suzanne is saying agree. Yes, makes sense. Yeah. Crockett is saying yes. Alec is saying absolutely agree. Terry Bryan is saying yes. Anyone else? Misty is saying makes sense. Jet is saying yes. Jet from Pennsylvania, good to see you. Gina is saying absolutely. Selena is saying yes. Hi, Selena. Good to see you. Rachel is saying okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Corina is saying yeah. This is something that, I want to make sure, which is why I gave such a long explanation. I want everyone who's watching, and you can take this message and share it with other people you know, okay? I want everyone to know that what Trump is doing, it is going to improve. He wants to improve the U.S. Canada relationship. Because, out there, people have instant reactions without understanding the context, without understanding the history, the background, without getting all the facts. People are out there having reactions saying, "Oh, Trump is being so harsh with Canada. Canada is supposed to be a friend. Why is Trump, trying to impose a 25% tariff? This is bad for Canada." No. Sometimes you have to take bold action. If something is going in the wrong direction, you have to take bold action to reverse the course and to improve the situation. That is what Trump is doing. That is what Trump is doing. By telling Canada, hey, we're going to impose tariffs on you if you don't take care of the border situation. By saying that, Trump is not trying to hurt Canada. Trump is trying to help Canada. And Trump is trying to improve the U.S.-Canada relationship. Because like I said, the U.S. and Canada are and will be strong allies. And so Donald Trump is the leader who is going to work on improving that relationship, the U.S.-Canada relationship. So, yeah, when Trump says something, he means it. That's the other thing. Okay? So when Trump says that he's going to impose 25% tariff, it's not an empty, warning. Trump is actually going to do it. And we know that. Even those who disagree with Trump, now there are many people watching this, so some of you like Trump, some of you don't like Trump. I understand, I get it, okay? Whatever your views are, you have your views, you're a free individual, you can form your own political opinions, that's fine, okay? But let me tell you one thing. I think people understand, whether they are Republicans or Democrats, I think everyone understands that when Trump says something, he really means it. He really means it. And he's going to do exactly what he's saying. So when Trump says, Canada, I'm going to impose 25% tariffs on you, and Mexico, I'm going to impose 25% tariffs on you, it's not just a warning. He is actually going to do it. Now, of course, there's a way for Canada and Mexico to prevent this. They can just sit down and have a conversation with Trump and say, Mr. Trump, what kind of cooperation do you need from us? Okay, we're going to work with you to secure the border. We're going to make sure that, illegal immigrants are not crossing into the United States from Mexico or from Canada, through those borders, northern and southern border. If the leaders of Canada and Mexico, they sit down with Trump, have a detailed conversation, bring your other delegates, get your teams together, have a conversation with the incoming Trump administration, try to work on addressing the border issues, try to stop the flow of illegal drugs, then I think, these tariffs, these won't be necessary. I mean, Trump doesn't want to impose tariffs just because he wants to impose tariffs. No, that's not the case. I mean, tariffs are not easy decisions. Trust me. I mean, you think it's just easy to I'm just going to slap, 10%, 20%, 30% tariff on this country. It is not a very light decision. It's not a casual decision. A leader doesn't want to do it. Trust me. But it becomes necessary. That's the thing. It becomes necessary. And if it becomes necessary, Trump is going to do it. And the people of this country overwhelmingly voted for Trump because the American people believe that he is the leader who can take bold action, who can take the right steps for a better future, for a better collective future. Because, you know, if the U.S. Canada border, if the security at the U.S. Canada border is improved, it's going to help both Canadians and Americans. Okay? So, yes, Trump represents the United States. Trump does not represent Canada. And Trump says America first. Right? Absolutely, because the people of America elected Trump. So he's the American president. But Trump also believes in building strong alliances. He believes in strengthening our relationship with our international allies. So if there's an issue at the border, at the US-Canada border, Trump is willing to take the steps necessary to address those issues so that our relationship with Canada can be strengthened and improved. And if the Canadian government doesn't listen, sometimes, you know, that's what happens. You can say, hello, Canadian government, would you please do this? Or any government, Mexican government, some other country. And if they don't listen, sometimes you have to take bold steps to get their attention. That's why Trump said 25% tariffs. And what did that do? What impact did that have? Trudeau got on the plane immediately after that announcement, Justin Trudeau. I mean, this is the sign of a great leader, and I'm talking about Trump. He made it public. Hey, 25% tariffs. That prompted Justin Trudeau to get on a plane, to go to Florida to meet with Trump. So you understand the power of a real leader. And Trump is officially not even in office. He's still not officially the US president. He's the president-elect. And he's already taking strong action, bold steps for a better future. So this is what leadership looks like. Trust me, I understand these things very well. And it's not easy for a country to say, hey, we're going to slap tariffs on you. I mean, tariffs are not to be taken lightly, but tariffs become necessary. And that is exactly what Trump understands and he's willing to do. So yes, his strategy obviously worked, because as soon as Trump made that announcement about 25% tariffs, Trudeau got up on a plane, Prime Minister Trudeau from Canada, went to Florida, met with Trump. Okay? And then he flew back to Canada, and I don't know what conversations Trudeau had with his team, his Liberal Party leaders, his government in Canada. You know, I don't keep track of those day-to-day developments in Canada because I'm very much focused on what's happening in my country, the United States. But I am very confident that whatever decision Trump is taking, it's the right decision. Tough decisions have to be made. Bold actions will have to be taken. And he's a bold president. He's a strong president. He's a real leader. That's why Trump said 25% tariffs. Now, the other thing is, Donald Trump could have waited. He could have waited for January 20th to announce the tariffs. He could have just stayed silent. Okay, then he takes the oath of office on January 20th. He enters the White House, he enters the Oval Office, and then he says, oh, Canada, we're going to impose tariffs on you. But he didn't wait. He made the announcement weeks before his inauguration date. Why did he do that? Because he wanted the work to start right away. He wanted to send an early message to Canada and Mexico that, hey, I'm going to be entering the White House soon. And just so you know, as soon as I become president, I'm going to impose 25% tariff because we've got a problem that needs to be fixed. And if you don't help fix this problem, and I'm just paraphrasing, you can go look at Trump's exact statement, exact message, but this is like, I'm just giving you a quick summary in my own words. There's an issue at the border, flow of illegal immigrants, flow of drugs. These issues need to be addressed. And if Canada and Mexico don't cooperate with the US to address these issues, then 25% tariff. This actually helped Canada and Mexico because they got an early warning. It would hurt Canada and Mexico a lot more if Trump would have waited few weeks, okay, to take the oath of office and then to enter the White House and then to say, oh, now I'm the president and I'm going to impose tariffs. No, he did Canada and Mexico a favor by saying, just so you know, as soon as I become president, if you don't, help solve these issues, if you don't work together with us, if you don't cooperate, if you let these problems of illegal immigrants and illegal drugs continue, if you let these problems continue, 25% tariff. So it gave the Trudeau government, it gave the Mexican government time to react, to plan, to come to the table, to start the conversation, to take steps. So Trump actually did Canada and Mexico a big favor by stating his plans and his intent ahead of time, even before entering the White House. Do you agree with me, my friends? And like I said, it prompted Justin Trudeau to fly to Florida to sit down with Trump, have dinner, have conversation. And this is Trump's success. Pearl is here. Hi, Pearl. Our friend Ron from Texas is here. Hi, Ron. Good to see you. Who else is here? Do you agree with what I just said? If you agree with my viewpoints, please let me know. If you have other thoughts, you can share those thoughts as well. I'm going to pause here for a second. Few seconds, actually. Long family is saying agree. Crockett is saying sure, Tassif. Okay, a viewer named Boot Burner is saying it's a tiny channel. How would expect there to be many Canadians in the chat? So Boot Burner is saying it's a tiny channel. Well, Boot Burner, do you know that this channel gained 10,000 subscribers in a year? Do you know that? It's not about, and once again, let me tell you this, all right? It's not about how many subscribers there are. It's about how many truly passionate, freedom-loving people there are. That's what I care about. Yes, we want more subscribers so that our voices can reach more people. But what really matters is how many freedom-loving people there are in the chat. That's what matters. If there are 100,000 subscribers, but 95,000 of them don't really think about the day-to-day things, don't even think about national politics, local politics. They don't want to know what's going on. They want to stay away from all of this. Then what's the point? But if I have 10,000 subscribers and 9,500 of them truly deeply care about our future, about freedom, about our rights. That's more important. A viewer named Sin City is writing, every channel has to start from zero. Exactly. The channels that have 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, 1 million, 2 million, 4 million subscribers, they started from somewhere, right? They started from zero. They got to 10, they got to the 100 subscriber mark, and then 1,000 subscriber mark, and then 5,000, 10,000, right? So what? And you're talking that there aren't a lot of Canadians in the chat? There are. There are. Not every. A lot of Canadians watch this channel. They don't always participate in the live chat. A lot of Americans don't participate in the live chat. People from all over the world watch this channel. Not everyone participates. That's okay. They don't have to. But yes, there are Canadians who participate very actively in the live chat. Okay? In fact, one of our biggest supporters here, our friend Suzanne Bruce, she's from Canada, she's from Halifax. And we're a family. We've got Michael Brown. I don't know if Michael Brown is here. We've got our friend, a very good friend, Michael Brown, who watches from Australia. And there are others. There are people from New Zealand. And our friend Rachel, Journey to Justice, she's originally from England. She lives in America, but she's originally from England. So, really, it's not about the number of people. It's about, okay, how many freedom-loving people we have who truly care about our future. So yes, we want more subscribers. Why? Because we want to spread our message to more and more people. We want to share the truth. We want to share the facts. And every channel has to start somewhere. We got from 0 to 10,000, and we're going to keep growing. We're going to keep growing, okay? Okay. Yeah, I think Boot Burner is here for, humor and fun rather than serious conversation. You're talking about my chair. What about my chair? I love my chair. I love this chair, okay? Love this chair. All right, Suki is here. Hi, Suki. Nick is here. Bill is here. Bill is saying, I absolutely love and agree with you 99.5% of the time. Thank you so much, Bill. Thank you. All right, my friends. Let's see. By the way, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Crockett, what's that question? I don't see that. Oh, you're asking about my hat? You know what I did? I left my hat in the other room. Do you want me to go get my hat? Would you like that? Do you want me to go get my hat? Then you have to wait here for 30 seconds. I mean, I'm going to have to get up, go to the other room. I usually have my hat right here, but I was wearing it today. Earlier, I just, left it in the other room. Do you want to wait while I get the hat? How about you wait? Can you wait? Ron says, yes, we need the hat. All right, just wait. I'll be back, okay? Are you happy? Tell me if you love my hat and if you're happy. I got my hat, like I promised. I left it in the other room, but now it's back. All right, everyone's like so happy now, right? All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. Everyone's happy. Everyone loves this is like the star of the live stream, the hat. Yes, it is made in America. I know people have challenged me. They say, "Oh, it's not US made." It is made in America. See? Made in USA. So it is made in America. Absolutely. Absolutely. Terry says, "Now you're looking good." Thank you, Terry. Misty says, "Awesome." All right. Thank you so much, my friends. Okay, a viewer is asking, so what is your mission? My mission is to spread the truth. My mission is to share the facts. My mission is to promote dialogue. My mission is to promote a healthy conversation where we all treat each other with respect. Even if we disagree, we treat each other with respect. That is my mission. Okay, so my views just went up when I put the hat on. All right, that's great. That is great. That is wonderful. Pearl, thank you so much for your support. Pearl says, love the hat. Everyone loves my hat. I love my hat too. All right. Please encourage people to subscribe. How about you just please write a message for those who are watching but did not subscribe yet. Please write something to encourage people to subscribe. There are many people watching who did not subscribe. They're just watching. So encourage them to subscribe, please. Okay, Pearl is saying, no, you're the star, but we do love the hat. Well, thank you, Pearl. Thank you. Longdon is saying, when Trump is in office, he can afford a new chair. Okay, yes, inflation has been so tough. Inflation has been so tough. Yes, so when Trump is in office, inflation goes down, and then maybe I'll get a new chair. Who knows? But I love this one. I have had this chair. This one. I've had this chair since my undergraduate days. So when I was an undergraduate student, I had this chair. When I was in graduate school, I used this chair. When I started doing my internships, then I entered my professional life. I started my full-time job, and I, started making progress. As days went by, years went by, I still have this chair. So I love it. I mean, it's kind of, this is the chair that has seen me evolve. Going from an undergraduate student to graduate school, and then, all my different internships, all the different jobs I've had. I mean, this chair has been with me. It's of course, I've had different offices, and different offices have different desks and different chairs. But this is my chair at home. This is my personal desk. Okay? wooden desk, very, very good. And this is my chair, and this has been my chair for many, many years. Okay? So I sat on this chair as I completed my undergraduate, homework and projects and assignments on this desk. When I was in graduate school, I sat on this chair. On this desk, I had my laptop, I had my paper, my pen. I worked in this setting. Not always, not in this apartment. I've moved over the years from different apartments to different apartments. But this chair has been with me. This desk has been with me. And then really, so as I said, this chair, if I'm not mistaken, I bought this in 2009, I think. I think I bought this in 2009, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So, around 2009. So many years. Derek is saying master's degree and what exactly? So my master's degree is in public affairs, MPA. Okay. I've got my certificate right here. Actually, one time, this was months ago, somebody was challenging me about my education, and I just had to prove. So I took off my certificate and I actually showed it to people. Okay. Because it says University of Wisconsin-Madison, the Board of Regents at the University of Wisconsin system on the nomination of the faculty has conferred upon Tausif Anam the degree of Master of Public Affairs, together with all honors, rights, and privileges belonging to that degree, in witness whereof this diploma is granted, given at Madison in the state of Wisconsin, this 19th day of May in the year 2013, and of the university, the 163rd. So that's what my certificate, I do have that. I got my MPA, Master of Public Affairs degree in 2013. Okay. So that's a little bit about me. Let's see some comments here. Okay, so there are so many comments. I'm trying to keep up. Rachel is saying the chair story gets better. Okay. AC is saying, I have my favorite chair too, Tausif, where I did my studies for my graduate program and for work. Well, yeah, we all have our, favorite stuff. Like, I've had this desk. You can't see this desk, obviously, but it's a good one. I've got my chair. I've got, different things that I've had over the years, things that I have emotional attachments to, right? Misty's saying, ignore the comments, Toss, if they're just that's okay. That's okay, Misty. I'm not like, the trolls write what the trolls write. I try not to block people, you know that. I try not to block people. It's only when people start like using really harsh language, that's when I have to block someone. All right. Cheryl is here. Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. Okay. So let's go back to the conversation that we were having, okay? U.S. Canada relationship. U.S. Canada relationship. Let's talk about that. Okay. So, as I said, I think I gave a very, very long explanation that Trump has given a warning that he is going to impose tariffs on Canada. People have different reactions. Some are saying, oh, why is he doing that? But Trump is doing that to really improve the U.S. Canada relationship, to improve that relationship. Yes, it is a warning. A tariff is a big decision. Okay. If it's imposed, it's going to adversely affect Canadian businesses. But that warning has prompted Trudeau to immediately go to Florida, meet with Trump, and to start the conversation. So it is necessary. What Trump is doing is necessary. When we have a secure border, when our border with Canada is strong and secure, that helps the US and it also helps Canada. Okay? It's a win-win situation. So the Canadian authorities will have to work with the United States to strengthen border security and to stop the flow of illegal immigrants, because right now what's happening is like foreign nationals from all over the world. They are going to Canada, and then from Canada they are illegally crossing into the United States, and we cannot let that happen. So, my friends, Donald Trump, he's taking bold action because he wants to secure the border. And obviously, once we have secure border, it's a win-win for both Canada and the US. Okay? So the question now is, what happens if Trudeau resigns? How that impacts the US-Canada relationship? I don't know the answer. I don't want to make predictions, but if there's new leadership in Canada, which there will be, obviously, because if Trudeau resigns, somebody has to step in. I don't know how that process would work, if there's going to be an automatic replacement, or is there going to be a new election or whatever. I haven't had the chance to do all that research yet. If you know the answer, you can share with me. But there's obviously going to be somebody else filling in, taking over that position of prime minister. So it's going to be a new individual, whoever he or she may be. It's going to be a new individual that the incoming Trump administration will then have to work with. And I hope that whoever it is, whoever, is in charge after Trudeau resigns, I hope that person will very patiently and very attentively communicate and talk and have thorough discussion with the incoming Trump administration on how we can secure the border. I really hope that's going to happen. Okay? I hope that common sense will prevail. I hope that logic and reason will prevail. And whoever is the individual who's going to be in charge after Justin Trudeau resigns, I hope that person, whether it's a gentleman or a lady, I don't know who it is going to be, he or she, whoever that person is, I hope that person will embrace logic and reason and work with the American administration, the Trump administration, to strengthen the U.S.-Canada border security. That's what I'm hoping for. And if that happens, the U.S. Canada relationship will be stronger than ever before. That is my hope. That is my expectation. Let me know if you agree with me. Let me know if you agree with me. Hold on, I gotta. Suzanne is saying agree. Thank you, Suzanne. And Suzanne is from Canada. So I'm glad that Suzanne agrees with me, because Suzanne obviously, follows what's happening in Canada. So Suzanne, thank you so much. Dr. Gary Hatcher is saying 15 days. Yeah, waiting for Trump to be sworn in. Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Gary Hatcher. Pearl is saying 15 days, 15 days, 15 days. Okay, so viewer named Richard is not being too kind. Okay. Not being too kind. That's okay. We got some folks here who are not very kind, but that's a small fraction. Most of the people who participate in the live chat, they're wonderful people, freedom-loving people. Okay. They care about humanity. They care about the world. They care about freedom. They want peace and prosperity around the world. All right, I'm reading some comments. By the way, 279 votes in the poll that I'm conducting, and the poll is reportedly Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau might resign. Would you like to see PM Trudeau? Would you like PM Trudeau to resign? 77% so far have said yes, 23% said no. Okay. Please vote in the poll if you have not done so already. Suki is saying, do not acknowledge the people who don't know how to have a conversation. Yeah, I disregard a lot of the harsh comments. I do. I see a lot of those comments and I just disregard, but some I just address. Okay, because sometimes I'm shocked and then I'm not shocked, but it just makes me wonder how people can be so harsh. If you're like, if you are watching this channel, you're doing it for a reason. Okay? Whether you agree with me or you don't, if you clicked on this video and if you're listening to me and you're watching this, there's a reason for that. Because you know what? As I have said before so many times, time is more valuable than money. Okay? I mean, 5 minutes of your time may be more valuable than $50. I mean, really, I just made a number of $50, but, put any dollar figure there. 5 minutes of your time may be more valuable than $5 or $50 or $500. Okay? So really, if you are watching this channel, and maybe you just absolutely hate whatever I'm saying, but you're still watching, and you are taking the time to listen to me, you are giving me something that's really precious to you. You're giving me your time. Okay? You're giving me your time. So, if you are giving me your time, why not be nice and actually be a productive participant in the conversation rather than writing stupid comments? I mean, if you're watching this, if you don't want to watch it, you're going to just scroll away, close the window, watch something else, or do something, whatever you want to do. But if you're watching this, and if you are giving me something that's so precious, it can't be measured in dollars, which is time. Okay, you can make as much money as you want, but you can't create extra time. So if you're giving me your time, why waste time by writing nasty comments and using harsh language? Why not participate in a productive fashion? Okay. Let's see. AC is asking, Tossif, are you going live tomorrow for the certification? I won't. It's a weekday, Monday, so I'll be busy working, so no live stream during the day. I will be live streaming hopefully afterwards in the evening as I do. So tomorrow, weekdays, I'm busy with work, so no live stream during the day. I will live stream afterwards, so I'll talk about everything afterwards. Okay. All right. Oh, Suzanne, happy birthday. I know we wished you happy birthday in advance, but we forgot wishing you when the live stream started today. Suzanne, happy birthday to you. I hope your birthday was great. What did you do? Happy birthday, Suzanne. Everyone say happy birthday to our friend Suzanne. Everyone sing happy birthday. Happy birthday, Suzanne. Hope you had a great birthday. Gifts, restaurant, and ice cream cake. Okay, so what was your birthday dinner? What did you have? An ice cream cake. What was the flavor? What kind of ice cream cake? Tacos at Montana's. Okay. All right. So is that a restaurant in Halifax, Montana's? Okay, I'm actually looking it up. So it is a restaurant. It's barbecue and bar in Halifax, right? Is that what you're talking about? I'm actually looking it up on the internet now. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, I see that. Wow. Now I'm hungry because I'm looking up that restaurant on the internet, and I'm looking at all the photos of the food. I'm like, it's good. Well, hope you had a great birthday, Suzanne. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. This is a family. It really is a family. We are a family. We are a big family. We're becoming bigger and bigger and bigger every day. Oh, you got some great gifts. I see that. Wow. This is awesome, Suzanne. You got some really great gifts there. That is so great. Well, we're so happy you had a great birthday. All right. Awesome. Awesome. So anyone who has not yet wished Susanna happy birthday, please do so. Okay? A very, very happy birthday to Suzanne, our friend, a part of this family. Okay, Gianna is saying, please block. Who should I block, Gianna? Anyone being rude? Let's see. I see some rude comments, but I'm like trying to disregard all that. Um, I'm trying to catch up with the comments here. Okay, so viewer named Derek um, is probably going to be blocked here pretty soon. Yeah, viewer named Derek, because there are lots of comments that Derek made that you can't see, but I can see on my end. Some you can see, but the others have been sort of auto-moderated by YouTube because of the language contained in those comments. So I think I'm going to have to block this individual. What do you think? Should I block Derek? No, Derek, you said some really insulting stuff to me involving race and ethnicity. Involving race and ethnicity. So I'm probably going to block this individual. Yeah. Should I block Derek? Yeah, I think you also insulted my education and degree and all that. Because, I can go back and look at Derek's comments here. And Derek wrote, he has a degree of tuna and whatever, some other weird stuff you said. You said, yeah, master's degree of getting, and then I'm not going to repeat the language that you wrote. So yeah, I think I'm going to block Derek here. Okay. All right. Bye-bye, Derek. Okay. Jazzy Star is here. Hi, Jazzy Star. Good to see you. Yeah, so I blocked Derek. Cheers. If you support that decision, go ahead and say cheers. Block Derek. Because some of the comments YouTube would show to me and they would block it, so I would have to review those messages because of languages. So he was saying stuff that I don't want to repeat, okay? Things that you saw a lot of Derek's comments, but other comments you did not see, which I saw, and it was the right decision to block that individual. Okay. So yeah, we have to now, going back to the U.S. Canada relationship, I think we have to wait and see. I think we have to wait and see how the new leader, whoever that may be, after Trudeau resigns, the new leader, however, that individual approaches the U.S. Canada relationship. Okay. I hope that whoever the next leader of Canada is, I hope that person would use logic and reason to patiently negotiate and work with the incoming Trump administration to look at the common interests, like a secure border. If we have a secure U.S. Canada border, it benefits both countries. And so, um, yeah, so, let's make it a win-win relationship, because the American people and the Canadian people, we are strong allies. So now the governments of Canada and USA would have to work together. And we have a great leader, Donald Trump. We have a great leader, a great American leader. If Canada also has a great leader, whoever is going to be taking over after Trudeau, if that person works with the incoming Trump administration to secure the U.S. Canada border, I think that'll be great. Okay, so legal people with legal status, people with visas and all that, they can go back and forth for tourism, for business, for whatever. But we must stop the flow of illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants. We have to stop the flow of illegal immigrants. And that's what we need to do. So, my friends, that's really all I have for tonight. I know we have been here. It's been like almost 2 hours doing this live stream. As I said, the next 72 hours are going to be extremely, extremely important. Let's wait and see if Justin Trudeau truly resigns or not. And then we have to see, okay, if Trudeau resigns, who's going to be taking over power? Okay. Bill is here from Vegas. Hi, Bill. Good to see you. Is there anyone I did not greet yet? Richard. Okay, Richard is here. Hi, Richard. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Did I not greet anyone here? Okay, Boot Burner is making fun of my name. Yeah, well, yeah, that comment's kind of funny, Boot Burner. Michael Corleone is here. Godfather is here from Nevada. Hello there, Michael Corleone. Sheridan, thank you. Sheridan Forbes is saying, hit the like button, folks, for more great content and moments. Thank you. Thank you, Sheridan. Yeah, whenever the name Michael Corleone pops up there, Michael Corleone, I mean, it's like, I've watched that movie, Godfather, the series, I don't know how many times. What a great movie series. And it's like, whenever I see that name pop up in the live chat, I'm thinking, oh my God, we got Michael Corleone, the Godfather. Godfather is watching. Okay, Godfather. This is so cool. This is so cool, my friends. Godfather, Michael Corleone, say something in the Godfather style. Write a comment in the Godfather style. Suzanne, are you heading out, Suzanne? Suzanne says, toss have good night. Okay, well, have a good night, Suzanne. I'm gonna also wrap up this live stream here in a few minutes. Okay, Suzanne, it's too late where you are, 1:46 a.m. Okay, well, have a good night. I'm also going to be wrapping up this live stream very soon here. Okay. All right. Okay, Michael Corleone, say something in Godfather style. We deserve it. Say it. Say something great about this channel in Godfather style. Okay? There you go. Can you do it? Say something very nice about this channel, about this family that we have here in Godfather style, because you're Michael Corleone. Longdon family is here. Longdon family is from Colorado. Is that correct? Longdon family? Okay. Longdon family supporting this channel so much. Thank you. All right, you're writing. It's not personal, Sonny. It's business. Oh, that is so funny. Oh, yeah. Rachel writes, gonna make an offer. You can't refuse, right? Oh, I see some dialogues there. All right. Bill, are you heading out? Okay, Bill. Well, have a good night, Bill. Thank you for being here. There are so many great dialogues in that movie. So many great dialogues. Godfather, such an amazing movie. I mean, the whole series is great. But the first one is the best, I think. I think the first one is the best, the first movie. Okay, my friends, thank you so much. Let me, give me 1 second. I am going to end the poll here. The question is, reportedly, Canadian PM Justin Trudeau might resign. Would you like PM Trudeau to resign? Okay. Yes or no? I'm going to end this. %75 said yes, 24% said no out of 316 votes. Overwhelming. The question was, reportedly, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau might resign. Would you like PM Trudeau to resign? 316 votes. 75% said yes, they would like to see PM Trudeau resign. 24% said no. Overwhelmingly, people want Justin Trudeau to resign, according to the poll that I conducted. Okay? 3 out of 4 people who responded to the poll, 3 out of 4 people, they want Justin Trudeau to resign. Okay? So, my friends, that's all. Let's see what happens. As I said, the next 72 hours are going to be very, very important. Pay attention. Okay? Wait for the updates. Let's see if Justin Trudeau resigns or not. It's being reported he will resign. Let's see if he does. Okay? And let's see if he resigns, and then if he does resign, who's going to be in charge? And then is he going to resign by writing a letter and then publishing it? Is he going to resign by doing a speech? Is it going to be a live speech, a taped speech? Is he going to do a press conference? Lots of questions. We have to wait for the answers. So, my friends, thank you so much for continuing to support this channel. Now, to those who are new here and you're wondering, okay, Tosif, how can we support your channel? Well, hit subscribe if you have not done so already. Subscribe, okay? Subscribe, like the video, and also share my videos with your friends, family members, and your neighbors. Help me reach more people. That's how you can support this channel. Subscribe, like, and share. Please do that. Please do that, my friends. Thank you, everyone, for spending more than 2 hours here with me. 2 hours and 6 minutes and counting this live stream. So it was a wonderful 2 hours, and it is always great to see so much of love and support and encouragement from you all. So thank you so very much, my friends. You all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Okay. So Crockett and Ron and Longdon family, Pearl and Richard and Misty and Dr. Gary Hatcher, Boot Burner, you as well. Have a wonderful night. And everyone, our friend Suzanne already left, I think, Michael Corleone, Suki. Did I mention Misty? Misty. Ken, is Ken here? Sheridan, Sin City, Bill, Welder Bill from Vegas. Who did I miss? I may be missing names. So many of you tuned in. Gina McKnight. So many of you tuned in for this live stream. AC Cruz and Pearl and others. So many others, right? Crockett. Did I mention Crockett? Terry Bryan. I'm trying to see, who did I miss? Frank Gary. I mentioned Ken. My friend Terry Dunlap from South Dakota, and so many others. Thank you so very much. If I missed anyone, if I missed mentioning anyone's name, I apologize. I apologize. But, you know, Mickey Mooney, thank you so much. AC Cruz, everyone, whoever's here, thank you for continuing to support. Thank you for continuing to support this channel. Thank you, my friends. Before we go, let's do this. Let's write, Make America Great Again, Trump 2025. Can we do this? Can we show some support? Rachel, Journey to Justice, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel, for always supporting this channel. Can we do that? Make America Great Again, Trump 2025. Please write it, my friends. Before we conclude the live stream, let's write, Make America Great Again, Trump 2025. That is great. I see my friends writing it. MAGA, Trump 2025. This is great. Thank you so much. Make America Great Again, my friends. I'm glad you all asked me for the hat, and I had to just get up and go get it from the other room. But every time I wear this hat, I am so happy. Frank, thank you so much. Mickey, thank you. Richard, AC, Longdon, Pearl, everyone, thank you so much. Rachel, Ron, Crockett. Boot Burner is saying, isn't he already elected in 2024? Yes, but he's going to be taking office officially in 2025. That's why we say Trump 2025. Okay, my friends, have a wonderful night. May God bless you all. May God bless our President-elect Donald Trump. May God bless the incoming Trump administration. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless U.S. allies. And may God bless freedom-loving people all over the world. With that, thank you once again. I am very grateful for your love and support and encouragement. I will be back again with more videos and more live streams, so stay connected. And once again, if you want to support this channel, subscribe, like, and share. With that, have a wonderful night, everyone, and I will be back again soon. And together, we will make America great again, Trump 2025. Have a good night.